Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Demon Slayer Season 4, Episode 4, called To Bring a Smile to One's Face.
Tanjiro's in this episode in a meaningful way, for sure, if that's the title. Because that's what he does.
It's true. He is fully recovered. He went to Uzui's Hashira training, Phase 1, kicked the butts of every single demon slayer that was there. They are like looking up to him and like asking him all these questions about the upper rank demons that he has fought. So he's definitely made a name for himself.
Do you think Uzui's gonna end up fighting?
My instinct is he is gonna come back for the final battle.
I had the same instinct. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But it looks like all of the other Hashira are kicking the snot out of their recruits. It's not going well. We have some Lady Kosho backstory to figure out as to what's going on with that. And we never heard again about Lady Tamayo and if she's there and what she's working on. So I feel like at some point we're gonna get some answers to those questions.
There is a lot of little pieces that need to come together here. We're getting like the sprinkles, the hints, but we need to mix it up, you know, let it come together.
I'm also curious what Gyu's role is gonna be now that he's kind of back on board. So yeah, we'll see. Lots of things to kind of figure out, and only 4 episodes left in the season, I think. I think there's only 8.
Yeah, so 5 including this one.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see where it goes and what answers we get to and what ends up being a quote-unquote cliffhanger for the movies.
Let's do it. Let's get started. Demon Slayer Season 4, Episode 4 is coming right now.
Man, he is looking jacked.
He's chiseled.
Jacked. Oh dear.
君、本当ならもう3回は死んでるよ。
These kids need to step up their skills.
Seriously.
やられてもすぐに動いて、体勢を立て直して。僕の動きについてきて。
Follow my movements until I slash your neck.
君、また死んだよ。ほら、誰かがやられても動きを止めない。止まると自分もやられると思って。
I mean, they're tough lessons to learn, but they're not really at that level yet. That's the smile.
His face. Oh, I'm sorry.
I just like that croak.
Yeah, she's not nice. I feel like Tanjiro's gonna have to translate for Tokito a little bit.
Yeah. I agree.
時藤君、久しぶりだね。今日から稽古よろしくお願いします。こちらこそよろしく、炭治郎。
That's respect.
ちょっとついてきて。
The smile on his face when he saw Tanjiro. Oh.
入るよ。
これは時藤殿。
金森さん。
おお、炭治郎君ではないですか。 ずいぶん回復されたようですね。よかったです。
はい、ありがとうございます。
どうしてここに？
僕がお誘いしたんだ。
Wow. Quite the
Tanjiro.
collection.
これ持ってくれる？少し下がって歯をこっちへ向けて。
こう？
そのまま動かないで。
Slice through that paper.
Wow.
どう？
すっごい綺麗。
これが金森さんに来てもらった理由。
じゃあ金森さんはここに？
ええ、常駐して手入れさせてもらっています。
戦
Whoa.
いに
He's
向
got his own
け
sword
いつ
master.
も刀を最高の状態にしておきたい。そう申し出たら親方様から僕の思うようにしたらいいと。
Dang.
親方様が。
そし
Interesting.
て刀を研ぐための部屋まで作ってくれた。自身のお体にこそ気を使っていただきたいのに。
Does
いつも
everybody
僕
get
たちの
that?
ことを一番に気にかけて
I
くだ
don't
さる
think so. I wonder if they all have
本
different
当にありがたい
requests.
ことだよね。
Hmm.
隙だらけ木刀拾って。
Were these kids not trained by
感
anybody?
情のまま攻撃しても相手にかなうはずないでしょう。
All right, Tanjiro, show them what you got.
飛んで火にいる夏の虫だ。
It's actually a pretty good
鬼
analogy.
との戦いにやり直しはないよ。たとえ9勝1敗でもその1敗で命を落とす。生き残る術を持つために一つ一つの動きを研ぎ澄ますんだ。今日はここまでにしよう。
Time for a Tanjiro translation
大
lesson.
丈夫か？怪我はないか？
It's broken.
なあかまど、お前から柱に稽古を少し軽くできないか言ってくれないか？
このままじゃ鬼と戦う前に倒れちゃうよ。
でも一番きついのは時藤くんなんじゃないかな。だって
'Cause you guys
向こ
all
うは
suck.
ずっと一人で稽古をつけっぱなしなんだから。
Mm.
確かにね。
ほら手ぬぐい。
ありがとう。
せめてあの物言いだけでもなんとかならないかな。
心えぐられるよね。
He sounded like he
で
was
も
gonna
前
start
に
crying.
比べたら柔らかい物言いになった気がするんだけど。
マジか。
終わった。お、時藤くん？どこ行くんだろう。
柱はいつも夜どこかへ出かけるんだ。
夕飯でも食べてんじゃないかな。
He's training. It's always interesting when you are trying to teach somebody else and you just don't connect with him. Like, he's a prodigy. There's no other way to look at it, and his personality is just very black and white, and I get why the other less effective young Hashiras think he's always beating up on them.
Demon Slayers.
That's what I meant.
Wow. They're not.
They're not Hashiras. Fair enough. And why that's discouraging, because there's no kind of positive forward movement, but he's not wrong. It's life or death. Like, you need to learn those things, and they need to just understand he's trying to teach them and not be offended
I feel
by
like
it.
he's not really teaching them though. It's just like he's just letting them do whatever they want. Like, I feel like they need more guidance and instruction in technique and, you know, progressions and things like that, you know?
I don't disagree with you, but the other thing too is that I think it's hard to expect the Hashiras to be grade A fighters and grade A teachers.
Well, yeah, you often, like, we've said this in so many different anime we've watched, like, the best of the best are often quite terrible at teaching what they're so skilled at because it's, like, natural. The things that they have to do to perform, they don't have to think about it. So it's really hard to break it down in more rudimentary steps because it's just.
I half expected Tanjiro when he left to go, okay, try this and
Yes,
this and this,
that's
and
what
like
I
to give
thought.
them a couple pointers to try moving forward.
He's trying to make them understand him as a person.
Yeah.
Whereas I thought he was going to help them hone some techniques.
Yeah. I wonder where he's going though.
Maybe to visit the master, or did he leave the grounds completely?
I don't know. I couldn't tell. He left his abode or wherever they were, his house or mansion, if that was his.
But I'm like, if the master built him his own room to like polish his swords, like, is there a special connection there? Because Miss Amane, his wife, also was seeking out the twins. Like, they
True.
came after and pursued them.
Yeah, maybe.
So maybe there's a connection there.
But I didn't think the master was seeing anyone.
Well, that too.
So. Or is he hunting that demon?
But he wasn't. It was the wind, Hashira, and Beetlejuice. But what are those things?
It said 4.
What? Are those eyeballs?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I remember the eyeball we saw that had the 4 on it.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Okay, we asked this before, but was the new demon promoted to 4?
I don't know.
風の呼吸死の型少女を差し入れん蛇の呼吸5の型永遠長だ互角のようだな
僕も混ぜてくださいよ
No.
時とか毎日こんな遠いところまで来ているが昼間の稽古は大丈夫なのか
大使たちは稽古になってるかもしれないけど僕には十分じゃなくて
まあな俺たちにとってはこっちこそが本当の柱稽古だ
そうずるいですよ自分たちだけ
では時藤に敬意を表し俺と品津川二人で相手してやるとしよう行くぞ
二人なんてずるいな
For you.
Yeah, exactly.
どうぞ
Man, they're fast.
Nobody likes her.
今日の稽古も聞いたな少しでも気を許したら本気で怪我しそうだぜ
そうじゃないと稽古の意味がないからな
昼間は大使たちの相手夜はお前らと実戦形式の
I'm
稽
tired.
古悪くはねえ
時と昼の稽古はどんな感じなんだ
今日炭治郎が来ました
あいつかしぶとく生き残ってやがるな
Wow.
傷も癒えてきたようだしイグロさんのところに行くまでには全開しているんじゃないかな
そうかじゃあ徹底的にやっていいってことだな
少々強くなったくらいじゃ柱の足元にも及ばないってことを
He's not trying to be, he's trying to learn.
楽しそうだな
These guys are just wired
頑張
differently.
れ炭治郎はい死んだ そこ動き止まってる。はい、君も死んだ。
They're just dying multiple times a day. Tanjiro.
やっぱり緊張感が足りないな。一度
That's what I was thinking. Oh my gosh.
真剣持ってきて。
はい。
さあ始めよう。
それは
I caught a paper airplane with this thing.
無理です。
さあ
This is tough. Stone cold.
それ以上はすみません。
He wasn't gonna hurt you, dude.
闇雲にかかってこなかったことは成長かもね。
分かっているんです。柱に比べて戦いの厳しさが理解できてるはずもないって。それに柱が毎晩どこかへ行かれて衣服の下をあざだらけにされているのも知っています。早朝に水で冷やしているのを見ました。俺たちもっと精進します。だから
君たちなりにはよくやってるよ。でもだからって勝てるわけじゃない。僕は君たちに鬼に殺されてほしくはない。できれば長生きしてほしい。本当にそう思っている。
時藤君。
Tanjiro's like, there he is.
そうそう。
That's the Tokuto I know and love. He just needed to show a little vulnerability to the boys.
Did he?
With that?
I mean, he wasn't going to kill the guy.
No, but there's also a difference between... I understand how in that training where there's such a skill gap, there could be the propensity for them to think he's just beating us up for the sake of beating us up and he's having fun about it. To hear him say, I am trying to keep you guys alive, like...
I wouldn't say that's vulnerability, that's empathy.
Fair enough. But he's working to connect with them so that it's not just him kicking the snot out of them all the time.
He's like, I know you're trying the best you can.
Yeah. I think those kind of things go a long way.
They don't know what they don't know. They need to learn. Like,
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, work on your forms or work on... Yeah, I don't know. Or fight each other and then fight him so there's at least a little bit of success. Like, against somebody of equal skill. I don't know. I don't know what the right way to do that would be, but...
It also seems like the Hashira are excited to get Tanjiro, like, in their class so they can, like, not prove something, but kind of, like...
Definitely.
But it's like, Tanjiro does not have an ego. He's not coming here to be like, I'm gonna show you what's up. He's going there because he respects you and wants to learn from you. Like, it's not a competition.
Maybe, but at the same time, think about if you're at the top of your game and up comes some rookie that you've never seen that everybody's talking about how good they are, your instinct would be, how good is this kid? Why is everybody talking about that? Let's see what they're actually made of. And I don't think that they would ever kill him, obviously, but
Yeah.
they wanna see how good is this kid? Like, where does he actually stack up? I think that's, given how competitive they are, that makes total sense to me.
おう、炭治郎、さっきより速くなってるよ。筋肉の主観と緊張の切り替えを滑らかにするんだ。
See, this is the kind of feedback that the other kids need, and not just you're dead.
そうそう。そうしたら体力も長く持つから。
Great info.
Gotcha.
足腰の動きも連動しててバッチリだね。次の柱のところに行っていいよ。炭治
Aww.
郎。
もういいの？
いいよ。
5日しか経ってないよ。
だって炭治郎言ったことちゃんとできてるもん。
じゃあ俺たちも
Absolutely
もう
not.
2週間いるので。
何言ってるの。君たちはダメだよ。素振り終わったなら打ち込み台が壊れるまで打ち込み稽古しなよ。
落差がすごい。時藤君、紙飛行機の飛ばし合い競争しようよ。
急に何？
じゃじゃーん。時藤君が紙飛行機を好きだって聞いて、それなら俺にもできなくないから。
時藤殿の趣味ですか？そうですね。
Tanjiro.
唯一あるとしたら紙飛行機かな？
紙飛行機？
ええ、そこにたくさんありますよ。
ほえー。もし俺が勝ったら大使のみんなへの口調を少しだけ優しくする。でどうかな？
ああ、いいよ。
負けないよ。
僕には勝てないよ。
お前いいやつだな。本当に10回のうち1回でも長く飛ばせたら俺の勝ちでいいの？
ああ、どうせ炭治郎は一回も勝てないから。
そんな1回くらい。
やるの？やらないの？
もちろんやるよ。
では私の合図で同時に投げてください。
If his goes
I
straight
love
into the
this.
ground.
I mean, the nose is bent down. That seems tough.
あれ、
時藤殿の勝ち。
頑張れかまど。まだ次があるぞ。
はい。時藤殿の勝ち。はい。
He's taking the exact same path.
はい。
Oh, other way.
時藤殿の勝ち。
You need a new plane, my friend.
頑張れ、炭治郎君。
ええ、1回でも勝てばいいんだから。負けた。
だから言ったでしょ。勝てないって。
1回くらいは勝てると思ったのに。
Could you still talk to them nicely?
俺も挑戦していいでしょうか？紙飛行機は自信あるんです。
俺も村で一番になったことありません。
Wow, this is quite the
俺は
activity.
町の紙飛行機大会で1位だぞ。
やるか？
俺もやる。
Village contest.
They want to rather have a paper airplane contest than train with the sword.
Look at them. They're finding joy outside of streaming. Maybe that was the purpose after all. Oh, he's sharing his passions.
今度こそ。
Crow fight.
みんな用意はいい？
This is so cute.
せーの。
All together.
Look at them. He's like, I know what you did there.
It's a long paper airplane flight.
I mean, that's impressive.
Seriously. I used to make those as a kid.
鬼物寺無惨が
Tanjiro's real superpower is bringing people together.
Oh my gosh, yes.
It's just, it's amazing how those little things, like that can change the dynamic of the training
Yes.
moving forward. And he's so aware of everybody around him. And, you know, sometimes he misses, like with the noodle eating contest, like that was unnecessary.
Oh my gosh.
But he's always thinking about it and he's always aware. And this is, by the time he's worked through every Hashira station, they're gonna be a team.
My cheeks are like hurting from smiling because it's just like, yeah, you're right. It's a superpower, and it's just like the breath of fresh air that those young demon slayers needed, and to be able to engage Tokito as a young boy, which he is, as opposed to like that power dynamic, and it just like everybody was so happy.
太陽を克服した禰豆子を狙っているというのは本当だろうと思う。鬼との遭遇もほとんどなくなってるし。だからこそ柱稽古もできているわけだしね。禰豆子と離れることは心配だったけど、一緒に任務に出たらそれこそ向こうの思うつもりだし、危険すぎる。
She's just enjoying that sun getting a tan.
鬼が集結してしまう上、鬼物寺は隠れてしまうことになりかねない。うん。俺は稽古を積み、今よりも強くなって禰豆子を迎えに行く。炭治郎はいつも前向きでいいね。今禰豆子には俺がとても信頼する人が一緒にいてくれてるから。
Rokudaki. He's looking after her again. Oh, I love this full circle moment.
炭治郎。必ずみんなで鬼物寺を倒そう。
He didn't even have to have the enthusiastic hi that time. He was just like, yeah.
Yes.
おいでませ我が家へ。ご無沙汰してます。お元気そうでよかった。炭治郎くんもね。
養蜂してらっしゃるんですか？蜂蜜のいい香りがします。
お、わかっちゃった。そうなのよ。蜜をね、パンに乗っけて食べると超絶美味しいのよ。バターもたっぷり塗ってね。3時には紅茶も入れてパンケーキ作るからお楽しみに。
バター？パンケーキ？紅茶はかろうじて。
スイーツパン。
She's a foodie, baby.
That's right.
今回は時藤くんを紹介します。僕も忘れてることがまだある気がするから楽しみだよ。では大正こそこそ噂話。鬼殺隊に入る前から嵐が来ようが雷が落ちようが眠れるくらい神経がずぶとかったんだって。僕が無神経なやつみたいじゃない。食欲がなくなることもなかったみたい。でも記憶をなくしていた間、兄に似た性格だったのは兄が自分を守ってくれたようで嬉しかったな。時藤くん、次回第5話鬼を食ってまで。
I find this arc interesting. Just we get to meet all of the Hashiras. He builds a relationship with all of them, and at the same time, they're getting you through his training because each of them are teaching him something. Togito is the connection of the body and, you know, specifically his legs and his lower back, and he's kind of going through as he gets ready to face off against Musan, which I'm assuming happens at the end. So
I can definitely see how this is like this bridges the gap
yeah,
as a season, but I like how they're doing it, as you said. Learning lessons, meeting each Hashira, who I'm assuming will all play a big role in what is to come later. So it's an interesting way of doing it. I like it.
I mean, it's enjoyable. They're fun. They're light. There's nothing too crazy happening. We do have some eyeballs running around. So
Well,
we'll see.
that's insane.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. But they're fun. Like, these are just feel-good, fun episodes. I am curious, for those of you who've read the manga, how different it is. Like, are they skipping a ton? Is this... Yeah, I would be curious what the thoughts are around how they did this interpretation, because I'm assuming they did skip a whole bunch of stuff.
I have heard that they've jammed a ton of stuff into this little season, but let us know anyway. We would love to hear your thoughts in addition to the answers to the questions that we just asked. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Demon Slayer coming next week. Bye!